Okay, here's some more examples of graphing the square root of x, and these are a little bit more complicated. In these problems, we have a vertical and a horizontal shift. You may have one or the other or both. In this case, I'm just showing you both so you can get an idea. So this is y equals the square root of x minus 2 plus 3. Now this is similar, these shifts are similar to the shifts we use when we're graphing parabolas. In other words, if we looked at our parabola in our graphing form, graphing friendly form, if we look at the parabola like this right here, y equals x minus 2 squared plus 3, we can tell right away what the vertex is. The vertex is going to be at the point 2, 3. Well, it works the same way for our point of origin for our square root of x. In other words, remember when we talked about the square root of x, this was our basic equation, y equals the square root of x. And the point of origin was right at the origin, 0, 0. That's where it starts. And then from that point, we go over 1, up 1, over 4, up 2, because we're taking the square root of 1, the square root of 4, to get our y values, or the value of the function, and we can see with graphs like this. So, but we start with the point of origin. Same thing works with parabolas. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to use the same idea, the same shifts to find our point of origin. In this case, the point of origin will be the point 2, 3, the same idea. Opposite sign, same sign. So when we want to graph this, the first thing we do is we put down the point of origin. So we go over 2, up 3, and there's our point of origin. 2, 3. Now, from here, we just follow the same point orders that we used in y equals the square root of x. Why is that? Well, if I cover up the negative 2 and the 3, what's left? Just y equals the square root of x. So those point values were, remember when we made our table of values for y equals the square root of x, that was over 1, up 1, over 4, up 2, the square root of 4 is 2, and there we go. So those are just all the 3 points you need. And that's going to go on up, but if we would go over 9, we would go up 3, but I can't go over 9 in this graph, so we're just stuck with these 3 points. Okay, let's try another one. Y equals negative the square root of x plus 6 plus 4. So the first thing we'll do is we'll try to find our point of origin, PO, excuse me, and that's going to be negative 6 and 4. Opposite sign, same sign, so we'll put that down, negative 6 and up 4. So there's our point of origin. Now, remember this one, if I cover up the shifts, I just have y equals negative the square root of x. And remember that one was our basic forms, where this was this one, y equals negative the square root of x. So 0, 0 from the point of origin, then I go over 1, down 1, over 4, down 2 from the point of origin. So we do the same thing from our point of origin. So I go over 1, down 1, over 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and down 2. And those are the 3 points we need. And we could also actually go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and down 3, 1, 2, 3. And we get a fourth point. We would see that our curve would have to go through these points here. And eventually make its way down here. And they would keep going down. So it would look like something like that. Okay, let's try another one. Y equals the square root of negative x minus 7 minus 5. Now again, if we cover up our shifts, this looks like this is going to be the square root of negative x. Remember, that was flipped about the x-axis. So first of all, let's find our point of origin. And that's going to be 7, same sign and opposite sign, so that's going to be 7 and negative 5. So if I go out to 7, negative 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's your 7, negative 5. Okay. I didn't really mark these points over here. This is negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is 4. Okay. Now, if we cover these again, this looks like the square root of negative x. And remember that one when we graph that. Those are these points. So I'm going to the left, so I go negative 1 up 1, negative 4 up 4. Remember, this was symmetrical to the y-axis. So it's going to go this way, so I'll go over 1 up 1, and I'll go over and up 2. And I'll just graph those points. I don't want to get too much into the next quadrants. You can, but this will be fine for now. We know if we went over 9, we would go up 3. All right, so it's curved kind of like that. Okay, and we'll try one more. I found another color here, so we'll try this one. Y equals negative, square root of negative x plus 2 minus 4. Okay? And if I cover up my shifts, this looks like negative, the square root of negative x, and that was our fourth basic form over here, this one here. Oops, there it is. And this was just reflected about, from this graph, reflected about the x-axis. So we go over 1 to the left 1, down 1, to the left 4, down 2, from our point of origin. So let's find the point of origin. Let's graph that. So it looks like the point of origin will be opposite sign. So its point of origin will be negative 2 and positive 4. Oh, I'm sorry, negative 4, excuse me. Negative 2, negative 4, same sign. Okay, so there's my point of origin, negative 2, negative 4. So I'll go negative 2, 1, 2, and down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's my point of origin. And like I said, instead of going this, it's going to be going towards the left, but instead of going up, it goes down. So I go over 1, down 1, and I go over 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and down 2. Square root of 4 is 2, and that's what we got. So it looks something like this. Okay, so there you go. And I could label these. I probably should label these. So this is y equals negative, the square root of negative x plus 2 minus 4. And this one was y equals the square root, positive square root, of negative x minus 7 minus 5. And this over here was y equals negative the square root of x plus 6 plus 4. And over here this was y equals the square root of x minus 2 plus 3. So those are 4 examples, my 4 basic shapes that we talked about our first video, but only now with shifts, horizontal and vertical shifts. And we're going to be applying those to a lot of parent functions, so you really want to be familiar with the way the horizontal and the vertical shifts work.